Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Kendra Morgan, Makeup by Casey Morgan, and I like to bring you guys videos with makeup in an economic fashion, and I love, I have a little specialty for brushes. So if that sounds like content that you're interested, consider subscribing to my channel and hitting that notification bell so you can be notified every single time I upload. Likes are free, so do that as well. Okay, let's jump in. Price per glam, not price per gram. This is really marketed towards all of you beauty gurus, you makeup lovers, all of you guys that have started your collections and now you're at the point where you've got too much. You have way too much shadow. You know you'll never use it all. You have figured it out. Well, guess what? The market of this was all done intentionally. Beauty industry, they kind of went towards that fast fashion. They knew what they were doing when they sold you guys on this. They were giving you all the cool palettes, all the neutral palettes with a bling of color here and there to make you keep coming back for more and more and more. And about the time that everybody started really understanding the economics of makeup and really getting down into the oh my goodness, here's all the Amazon packages and where am I going to put all this stuff? It was probably about, I don't know, I would say I started noticing it 2019. The project panners, 19 and 19, so 19 pans in 2019 and so on and so forth. Those types of economical beauty consumption channels and Instagram hashtags and things of those natures really started popping up and really becoming prevalent to me in 2019. Now, of course, we did probably have some in 2018, but those were the extra smart elite group that really figured it out before us. So I want to kind of introduce to you guys another viewpoint, and hopefully it will help some of you guys out that are really taking this hard and really looking at your guys' stash and going, what was I thinking? So price per glam. Now I know most people take and now I know that most people consider price per gram when they are factoring in consumption of things. So take this palette for example. This has 10 shadows at 1.86 grams, so that's 18.5 grams. There we go. So 18.5 grams of shadow are contained in this palette right here. Now, most of you guys in your quarter gram challenges, so you want to get through 0.25 grams in either a quarter or a specified time period, you would then go ahead and weigh the starting pan and then the ending pan, which I guess in this case would be the entire palette. So that's all well and fine and great, but I don't really think the economics of beauty really truly works that way, because every single time I put on makeup, that is a price per glam. I fell victim to this, gotta have it, fear of missing out, probably middle of 2019, and I started to really get down on myself, which would then cause me to go out and buy more makeup, and I thought I needed more and more and more, and oh, but I don't have this shadow and I don't have that shadow. Well, it might be true that I didn't have one or two shades in that palette, but for the rest of it, I pretty much, for the majority of the time, I had that shadow in my collection. So rather than be hard on myself, I started to take a different viewpoint, and I hope this is a viewpoint you guys would consider. So price per glam is more of every single time you use your favorite shadow from your favorite palette, whether it be your singles, your palettes, palettes that you've curated together, that is a price that you pay, because every single time you use that palette, you get to make and increase that denominator. I know I put on the screen here this equation, the cost that you paid for the palette, and then I divided that into the grams of shadows. I really just want you guys to focus on your beauty economics as price per glam. So every single time I use an eyeshadow, And a really great one are your single eyeshadows that you use, or like your liquid eyeshadows. Every single time you use this, there's a cost associated with that, and it's not just in the amount that you use. Of course, that is a great way to quantify it, but let's also start quantifying our beauty as every single time we get ready, there's a cost. If you had to go and get that done by a makeup artist, that would be, you know, $25, $35, $135, however much you have to pay a makeup artist to do that, right? But now you own that product. So I consider price per glam the ultimate way to go. Now, this doesn't give you a free-for-all to go out and spend. Find those staples, put them in your collection, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna go ahead and link for you guys my 3 essential shadows that every enthusiast needs, and you guys go there and search that out, and then just, you know, build on your collection from there. So maybe every year you find a couple of shadows from an indie brand that's making a beautiful shimmer shadow or duochrome or multi-chrome that you'd like to invest in, and build your collection that way so that you're not spending so much money. Okay guys, that's a wrap. Thanks so much for joining me in this episode of Makeup with Economics Behind It, and I hope you guys will consider subscribing to my channel for content like this in the future, and make sure to hit that like button before you head out. Ring a ding, that notification bell, so you can be notified every time that I upload. And guys, I can't wait to see you in the next video.